Hi guys, today's yoga practice is going to help anyone who's looking to improve their athletic ability. So whether you're just looking to be more functional in your day-to-day workout routine, or improve your golf game, or your baseball bat swing, okay, this practice is going to help to really open up all the muscles and improve mobility in the joints that you need to fully function as an athlete. So today we're going to really focus on opening up the shoulders, the hips, the hamstrings, the quads, and improving our spinal rotation so that you can twist with more ease. All you're going to need for this practice today is a yoga strap, and then you'll definitely want a yoga block or two, and of course your mat. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start laying on our backs. So you're going to take your blocks and set them up for a supported fish pose. All right, so to go there, you're going to take one block, and it's going to go right about at the shoulder blades. Okay, you can put it on the low height or the medium height. If your chest is pretty tight, start with that lower height. So I'll show you how it's going to look like that. Okay, so you're going to lay down so that goes across the shoulder blades. Okay, and then you're going to take the top block underneath your head like a pillow. So you can put it on the same height, you can put it a little higher. You just want to make sure you feel that nice chest open, and then cactus your arms out to the sides and straighten your legs down the mat. And take a moment here, just get really comfortable. If you feel like you want more of a chest opening, you can lift that block to a higher height. And when you're ready, close down your eyes and take a deep breath in. So fill up your belly, your ribs, and your chest all the way to the top, and then pause. Exhale out of the chest, the ribs, and then the belly. Just allow the belly to soften. Do that a couple more times. Inhale, fill the belly like a balloon. Then the ribs, then the chest, all the way to the top where you'll pause, hold the breath. And then exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. Let all the breath out, and then pause at the bottom, empty. And then one more time on your own. Start to find an Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out of your nose, with the tip of your tongue resting on the roof of your mouth behind your top teeth, so you feel a slight constriction in the back of your throat. So your breath is textured, audible, you can hear it. And every exhale kind of sounds like a wave crashing to the shore, or some like to compare it to the sound of Darth Vader. You want to feel and hear those exhales, heating your body from the inside out. And I want you to stay with that Ujjayi breath. Reach your arms over your head, take a little stretch. Bend your knees, place your feet on the mat, and then you're just going to roll over to your right side. Move the blocks out of the way, and then lay back down on your back. Okay, so once you get there, you're going to go ahead, hug your knees into your chest, give them a little squeeze, rock side to side. And then grab a hold of your strap and place your strap around the bottom of your right foot. From there, you're going to straighten out the left leg and walk your hands up the strap. Okay, your feet are nice and flexed and active. And then you're going to start to just pull that foot towards you. Keep the left hip down. You should feel the back of your right leg through the hamstrings, the calves, and coming back to that breath in and out of the nose. All right, you're going to take both ends of the strap in your right hand. Reach your left arm out to the side, or you can cactus it. And you're going to keep the left hip down and just open up that right leg. So if you need to, you can put your left hand on the left hip bone to hold it down. Open up the right leg, look over to the left, and feel that inner right thigh and groin. And breathe. Continuing to draw that right foot up towards your right shoulder, or towards the top right edge of your mat. Think about holding each of these for about 5 to 8 slow breaths. One more. Use your inhale to lift your leg up towards the sky. Switch it out. Left hand grabs both ends of the strap. Right arm will go out. Okay, and then you're gonna twist. So bring that right leg across your body. You can look up or over the right shoulder, and then use your left hand to guide that right foot upward so you feel your outer right hip and thigh, and then twisting and feeling the mobility of the spine improving. So opening up those little muscles around your spine, your erector spinae. Staying with that breath. You'll use an inhale to lift your leg up. Take that strap off your foot, place it off to the side. Okay, bend both knees and place your right ankle over your left thigh. Figure 4, so take your fingertips around your left thigh and then hug that leg in. Feeling the outer right hip. You can even use your right elbow to press the thigh open. And breathe. And focusing on intentionally drawing breath into the hips, releasing tension. When you're ready, uncross the legs, hug your knees into your chest, give them a nice little squeeze, and then we'll just switch it out. Okay, so take the right foot down, take the strap over the bottom of your left foot. When you're ready, straighten the right leg and then walk your hands up that strap. And then just hug it back. So there's always a tiny bend in the knee. You never want to lock it out completely, but you want to feel that stretch. And you can just close your eyes. Focus on drawing the breath into the back of the left thigh. And with every exhale, letting go of some of that tension. Really just relaxing here. And when you're ready, taking both ends of the strap in your left hand, straightening your right arm out to the side, keeping that right hip down, so you can always instead put the hand face down on the hip bone, and then guiding your left leg open. I always like to look over the opposite shoulder Just helps me to keep the shoulder and hip down. And then use that left hand to guide your left foot up towards the top left edge of your mat. And stay here and breathe. Engage your abs. Inhale your foot up. Take the strap into your right hand, left arm out, and then twist up and over. Ooh, this feels so good. Feel that outer left hip. Use your right hand to guide your foot upwards a little bit to deepen the stretch. And hold it here for 5 breaths. And really using these times of holding these poses to find those deep breaths, which will not only help the muscles to open up, but it will allow your nervous system to slow down, bringing you into that calm, rest and digest state, that parasympathetic nervous system. Releasing stress from the mind and the body. On your inhale, lift your leg up, bend the right knee, and cross left ankle over the right thigh. Take the strap off to the side, and then interlace your hands around the back of your right thigh or in front of the knee. Okay, so in front of the knee, we'll just make that stretch a little bit deeper. Feel the outer left hip, so where your piriformis is, your TFL, which attaches to the IT band. Just helping to open up those outer hip muscles. Let's take one more breath in here. And then gently release. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. And then place your feet down on your mat to set up for a bridge pose. So you're going to reach your hands down alongside your body. Reach for your heels. Okay, if your fingertips don't touch your heels, that's okay. But make sure your toes are pointing straight ahead. Palms face down. Take an inhale to lift your hips up towards the sky. Okay, and you don't want to jet the hips up as high as possible. Bring them down a little bit. Draw the low belly in so you shorten the distance between your pubic bone and your navel and you feel your lower abs turn on. Okay, squeeze your glutes. And breathe here, keeping the knees in line with the toes. Strengthening the hips, the glutes, the belly, the lower back. Take one more inhale, lift a little higher. And then gently release. Hug your knees into your chest. You're going to take your hands behind your thighs and rock yourself a couple times until you come up to a seat. And then you're just going to roll over your shins and come to a tabletop position on your hands and knees. All right, so we'll take a couple rounds of cat-cow, just warming up the spine. So spread your fingers apart, draw your belly in, and you want a neutral curve in your lower back. On your inhale, you're going to tilt your tailbone up, lower your belly, press your heart forward, coming into a cow pose. Draw the shoulders down your back. Exhale, tilt the tailbone down and follow with the rest of your spine. Round the back, gaze towards your navel, cat pose. And do that a few times. So inhale, lower the belly, tilt the tailbone up. Exhale, round the spine, tilt the tailbone down. Inhale, find a neutral tabletop position. Okay, we're gonna take a supported hero's pose. So you're gonna take your block, sit your hips back on the block, okay? So it's nice and supported. If this is still too much on your quads, stack the blocks up so that you have a higher base of support. So you can sit comfortably here. If that's still not happening, just sit with your legs crossed. But sitting like this allows the quads to gently begin to open. You're gonna grab a hold of your strap, okay? And you're gonna hold the ends of the strap kind of wide. So the tighter your shoulders are, the further apart you're gonna want your hands on the strap. On your inhale, you're gonna lift the strap up overhead, and then exhale, take the strap back behind you. Okay, again, inhale up, exhale down. Keep going, inhale, exhale. Inhale up, and now make sure your ribs aren't jutting out, you're drawing the ribs and belly in the whole time. Exhale down, do that a few more times. If it doesn't feel like enough, you can always walk the hands closer on the strap. One more up and down. Okay, and then you're gonna go ahead and reach that right arm up overhead and take the right hand down your back. You're gonna take the strap into the right hand. Okay, bring your left arm down and around. So you're going to take the left hand on the strap and start to walk your hands towards one another on the strap. Now they might come all the way together, and from there you can just let go of the strap, kind of release it. It might fall to the ground. Otherwise, keep your hands on the strap. You want to try and bring that right forearm behind your head and then lift your head up, but keep the ribs in, not out. So drawing the belly and ribs in. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, you're just going to take a little side bend to the right. So you're feeling the right side body opening up. Breathing deeply into those little muscles between your ribs, your intercostal muscles. One more breath. Inhale, rise up, release your arms and shake them out, and then we'll just take it to the other side. So you can take the strap in the left hand, take it down your back, right arm around your lower back, and then walk the hands again up the strap. They might meet or they might not. Okay, if they meet, just allow the strap to fall to the ground. Draw the ribs in. Lift the head into the left upper arm. Take a breath in, and then side bend to the right. So try and keep the hips and shoulders pretty square. Press down through your left hip bone. If you want, you can gaze up and underneath the left armpit. Breathing into the shoulders, the triceps, and the side body. One more. And slowly rise up on an inhale. Release your arms. Shake them out. All right. Move your strap and your block back off to the side. And we'll meet in a downward facing dog. So hands out in front of you. Step your feet back to a plank. And then lift your hips high, coming into your downward dog. All right, once you're in your down dog, you want to think about pointing the elbows back, finding a straight back. So bend your knees as much as you need to get your back straight. Bend both knees quite a bit, and then pedal your feet out. So straighten one leg, lower the heel down, and then switch out. So you'll just start to get into the calves a little bit. Feel them opening up. When you're ready, settle into stillness. Lift up through the tailbone. Use your core strength to be light on your hands and grip them out with your fingertips. Take a deep breath in. And open mouth, exhale. Slowly walk your feet behind your wrists. If your hamstrings are tight, just grab a hold of your blocks and take them with you. Okay? So you can have the hands on the blocks. You're gonna fold over the thighs. Just let everything hang heavy. Shake your head out, yes and no. And then slowly walk your hands over to the right. So, but you can't touch the ground. Bring the blocks with you. Bump your hips over to the left and feel that outer hip start to open up. Taking deep breaths here. Bring the hands back to center and then over to the left. Press your hips to the right. Let your head hang and relax. And breathe. Bring the hands back to center. Take a halfway lift. So just find a flat back. Reach forward with the crown of your head back through your tailbone. And then fold. You can move the blocks out of the way. You'll plant your palms. Okay, bring your right foot to the center and then step your left foot back. Okay, tap the back knee to the ground and make sure your right ankle is lined up underneath the knee. The hamstrings are tight. Again, take your blocks, slide them back and frame your foot. You're gonna take a breath in, lift your chest up a little bit, and then exhale, straighten your right leg out, come into a half split. Ardha Hanumanasana. So you're going to try and hug that right hip back in line with your left. Gaze down at your ankle or your foot and reach forward with the crown of your head. So you're thinking about having that nice straight spine. If your belly's like really far away from the thigh, think about bending the knee a little bit. So the belly's close to the thigh, which allows your lower back to have support and to keep it from straining. And just hold here for a few breaths. And then on your inhale, bend your knee again, press the hips forward, just lift your chest, feel the hip flexors. Exhale, take it back. One more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bend the knee. This time you're gonna untuck your back toes, sweep your arms forward and up, come to a modified crescent pose. Okay, so you're gonna draw the belly and ribs in, turn the pinkies in slightly, relax your shoulders, gaze down over the tip of your nose so your neck is long, and just keep engaging the abs, feeling that left hip opening a little bit. And we'll take a breath in. On your exhale, you're gonna take your right arm back. Okay, so you want your hips to stay the same. Use your obliques and those erector spinae muscles to twist yourself open. Okay, so you might only end up here. You might end up here. But you're just gonna hold it, reach through your fingertips. So there's a long line of energy between both hands. And with each exhale, see if you can twist a little bit more. With each inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. And you wanna feel those abs working. We'll do that breath to movement a couple times. So inhale up to center. Exhale, twist. Keep that right foot flat. One more. Inhale. Exhale, twist. On this last one, you can take the left hand outside the right thigh, right hand to the left thigh, and then use your hands to twist your spine. Inhale to center, reach up. And then exhale to frame your foot. Okay, so you're gonna tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee up, and then step your right foot back, okay? Move the blocks out of the way. You'll take an inhale to shift forward, and then slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Okay, from there you're gonna bring the forehead down, untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet into the mat, and then take your hands back a little bit, squeeze your elbows together. Inhale, baby cobra, so the feet stay down. Look at the top of your mat, lift your head, your chest, and then lift your palms so you can feel your back strengthening. Breathe and lift higher. Hold it, 2 more. Press down, lift up. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, release. Take your palms back a little bit. Press into the palms, and this time start to come to cobra. So you want the shoulders to stay down the back. They're up by your ears, okay? Get the shoulders down, keep the elbows a little bit more bent. Now, if your back is a little bit more open, you might be able to straighten the arms more, or come to upward facing dog, pressing through the tops of the feet, lifting the thighs, shining your heart forward. Take a breath in. On your exhale, tuck your toes under, use your abs to lift your hips up, and come to a downward dog. Let's take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Start to bend your knees, look forward, and step your feet to the top of your mat. Come to a forward fold. Take a halfway lift, flat back, fingertips to your shins or your blocks. And then forward fold, release. And take your right palm underneath your face. You can put it on a block. Okay, keep the left leg straight, bend the right knee, and then lift your chest, reach your left arm up towards the sky, take a twist. Now you can stay here, take a half bind by internally rotating your left arm so your thumb points back and around, and then take the hand behind your lower back. Reach for your inner right thigh. If it feels okay in your neck, you can look up. That doesn't feel super great to me, so I'll look down. Press the hips to the left a little bit so you feel the outer left hip and the spine. And breathe. If you're bound, reach up, inhale. And then exhale, fold. Left palm down, bend the left knee. So just switching it out. Lift your right arm up, twist open, reach up through the fingertips. And stay or rotate the thumb back and around. And then find your half bind. Wherever you look, make sure the neck feels good. If you're bound, reach up, inhale. Exhale, fold. If you use the blocks on the other side, take them by you, okay? Bring the left foot to center and step your right foot back. Tap your right knee to the ground and make sure that left ankle's under the knee and frame your foot with your blocks if you did before. Okay, press the hips down and forward, draw your belly in and lift your chest. So the back toes, if I didn't say this before, they can be tucked or untucked. It's up to you. I prefer for these half splits to keep them tucked. I think it's a little bit more comfortable. You're also getting a nice little stretch through the bottom of your foot, which is always really nice. Okay, so we'll breathe in here. And then exhale, straighten the leg. And we're going to hold this first one, just like we did on the other side. Draw your left hip back in line with your right. Reach forward with your heart and the crown of your head. And fold over the leg, keeping the knee bent if you need to keep your belly close or on your thigh. And we'll pulse back and forth a couple of times. So inhale, bend the knee, press the hips forward, lift your heart. Exhale, hips back, fold over the left thigh. One more. All right, so you're going to bend your left knee, stack the left knee over the ankle, untuck your back toes, and sweep your arms forward and up. Come to that modified crescent. Belly and ribs in. Turn your pinkies in, relax your shoulders. And take a deep breath in. Exhale to twist, left arm back. So keep that left foot flat, reach your left arm back, and remember you're using the strength of your abdominal muscles and your back muscles to twist. Keep pressing the hips forward a little bit. Gaze is over the left shoulder, neck is long. Each inhale, lengthen a little bit. Each exhale, use your strength to twist. We'll go breath to movement. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist. One more time, breathe in. And out. And this time you can take right hand to left thigh, left hand to right thigh. Sit up tall and twist. Inhale, arms up to center. And then exhale, frame your foot. All right, so move the blocks out of the way, palms down, tuck your back toes under, step your left foot back. Okay, take a breath in, shift forward. This time lower halfway for chaturanga. So halfway, if your back's collapsing, just lower the knees down. Now cobra or up dog. Lift the heart, feel that stretch through the belly. Make sure there's no compression in the lower back. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips high and settle in. Let's take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Sigh it out. Adding on a little bit more hip opening. Look forward, pick up your right foot and bring your right shin forward for a pigeon. Okay, you're gonna point your left toes straight back behind you. Make sure that right knee is outside of the right wrist and flex your toes. Square off your hips and chest and then slowly come down to your forearms. You can put a block between your forearms and lower your forehead on the block. Or if you can come all the way down, you can bring your forehead onto your mat. All right, if you're kind of dipping off to the right, you can put a block underneath your right hip, or if you're feeling any pain in the knee, lay on your back and do that supine figure 4 that we did earlier. All right, you're just gonna hold it here, breathe into that right hip. When you're ready, you're gonna walk up to the hands, tuck your back toes under, step your right foot back, downward dog, pedal your feet out a couple times. And then we'll just switch it out. All right, pick the left foot up, bring the left shin forward, knee is outside of the wrist, straighten your right leg back behind you, square everything off, and when you're ready, surrender forward. Bring your awareness back to your breath. With each inhale, inviting space into the hips. With each exhale, surrendering and releasing some of that tension. When you're ready to come out, come up to the palms. Tuck your back toes under, step your left foot back, and lift your hips high, downward facing dog. And just settle in. Take a big breath in and out. Feel the stretch through your calves, your lats, the sides of your body, your hips. And when you're ready, tap your knees down. Okay, we're gonna take a little toe squat. So like I talked about before, it's really good to get that stretch through the bottoms of your feet, especially if you're on your feet a lot, or you're wearing different types of shoes. Using shoes, especially in modern times, shoes aren't really made for our feet to work properly, right? So they kind of keep our toes together, they're all scrunched up, whereas our toes should be able to spread apart and grip and move, and they should have flexibility and strength, but shoes really prohibit that. So doing this pose is really great for opening up the fascia around the toes and the bottoms of the feet. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna tuck the toes under, sit your hips back on your heels, and make sure those little pinky toes are tucked under. Now, if this is way too much, what you can do instead for now is come to a toe squat so your heels are lifted. You're still gonna feel that stretch through the bottoms of the feet if they're really tight, okay? If your hips are back on the heels, just get nice and comfortable. Okay, as comfortable as you can be. If your feet are tight, this can feel intense, but that's okay. Your toes will not fall off, and it's gonna feel really good afterwards. So what we're gonna do is take eagle arms. So wrap the right arm under the left. Either wrap your palms or grab opposite shoulders. Again, the belly and ribs stay in, and then you're gonna press the elbows forward so you feel a stretch in the upper back and shoulders. And you can just close your eyes here and kind of breathe into the feet, into the back of the upper body. And then we'll switch sides. So open up the arms in eagle, left arm under the right. Again, shoulders or the palms wrap. Press the elbows forward, close your eyes, refocus on your breath. If the feet are feeling crazy and on fire, just breathe through it. Hone in your ability to breathe through stress, tension, and things that you just don't really want to do. If we learn to breathe through them on our mat, we can take that off of our mat with us through life. And especially if you're in sports, it's a great thing to, be able to do. When you're ready, you're going to release the hands. All right, those feet are on fire. Come forward, untuck your toes. Whew. Paddle out the feet. Feel that fresh blood flow through the feet, through the toes. Now we're just going to take it onto our back. So we'll start to make our way to our final resting pose. You're going to lay on your back, hug your knees into your chest, give them a little squeeze, rock side to side. And straighten your left leg long down the mat. And release your hands around the top of the right shin. Hug the knee around the ribs towards the right shoulder so you feel a stretch in the hips here. And we're compressing the ascending colon, so helping to aid in digestion. And we'll take a big breath in here. On your exhale, you're going to take a supine twist. You're going to guide your right leg across your body. Okay, straighten your right arm out to the side. Look straight up or over the right shoulder. And breathe into the spine. Inhale, roll onto your back, hug your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze. And then switch it out, right leg long. Interlace the hands around the top of the left shin, draw it around the ribs towards the shoulder. Breathe in. And then exhale, guide the leg across your body and come into your twist. Feels so good. And just start to find more of a natural breath. Notice your heartbeat slowing down. Relax. And breathe. Inhale, roll onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. We'll find a happy baby. So elbows inside of your thighs, reach for the outside of the feet or the ankles. So if the hips are pretty tight, you're gonna wanna grab the ankles or maybe even behind the thighs. You wanna make sure that your lower back isn't lifted. It's flat on the mat. Your head and shoulders are down. And then guide the knees towards the outside of your shoulders so you feel the hips and the inner thighs. And then you can kind of rock side to side, massage the lower back out. And then hug your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze. Bring your chin to your chest, your forehead to your knees. Make yourself into a teeny tiny ball. Take a big breath in. And exhale, release the legs down your mat and come into a Shavasana corpse pose. Hands down by your sides with your palms facing up. Or for the days when you're feeling a little bit more anxious, stressed out, take the palms face down on the hip bones for some grounding, calming energy. And take a final breath in here. Fill up the belly all the way like a balloon. Open mouth, exhale. Find a natural breath. Feel the weight of your body get really, really heavy. Feel the earth supporting you. And allow yourself a few moments here to completely relax, let go, and surrender. You can stay here as long as you'd like. When you're ready to come out, you'll find slow, gentle movements, wiggling your fingers and toes. Take a full body stretch, reach your arms over your head, stretch through the fingertips and toe tips. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. And then see if you can keep your eyes closed and press yourself up to a seat. Sit up nice and tall and bring your palms together in front of your heart. Feel the openness in your hips, your shoulders. Feel the length in your spine. Take a moment of gratitude. Feel your thumbs to your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. And bowing forward, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today for this yoga practice for athletes. Make sure to click subscribe to get notified each week when I post a new video. And follow me on Instagram at Kelly Collins Wellness for daily tips and tricks for your wellness and healthy lifestyle. Hope to see you again soon. Make sure to comment below about anything that you liked from this video and let me know what you'd like to see in the future. See you soon. Namaste.